You know something that can be really annoying during Ramadan? When you are eating because you're on your period and people keep asking you why you are not fasting. You explain once, you explain twice, but some way, somehow, the person keeps on asking. And it can start to feel a bit uncomfortable having to explain something you've explained to someone over and over again. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to our very first episode. This podcast is part of Period Not Cares, an initiative focused on menstrual education and supporting girls with access to sanitary products. For our very first conversation, we're talking about periods during Ramadan, the experiences, the awkward moments, the pressure some of the girls feel, and how we can better understand and support girls during this time. Before we continue, I would like everyone to tell me what Ramadan means to them.
I'm Aliyah Yusuf, the face behind Leah's Jewelry. Ramadan in one word, to me, is sacrifice.
Hi everyone, I'm Farida and I'm a journalist and I'm also the creative director of Fabric by Far. And Ramadan means peace and tranquility to me.
Hi everyone, my name is Leila Isa Khalid. And one thing I'll say about Ramadan is it's brings you closer to your maker, yes.
My name is Ali Alia, a medical laboratory scientist and a student. And Ramadan to me is the time for tawbah and spiritual reflection.
Hi everyone, my name is Howard Drame. I'm a fashion designer and the face behind Drams Drame. So for me to describe Ramadan in one word would be maghfirah, that's forgiveness.
And mine will be reflection and blessings. Alright, then we are going to begin with our conversation now. I'm going to ask a very, very simple question now. Does it feel annoying when someone keeps asking you why you are not fasting during Ramadan? Especially after you've explained to the person several times that girls in their period are not supposed to fast.
Yes, it can be very, very annoying, especially when it's coming from people that are not from the faith, like they are not Muslims. Maybe sometimes they don't understand why we are not fasting during Ramadan, why some of us are not fasting during Ramadan. And so maybe when they see you drinking water or something, they'll be like, hey, Ajia, or you are not fasting. Then you like, sometimes it can come as unaware. Even maybe if the person was Muslim, they will understand that, maybe she's menstruating or something. But sometimes it can come as, I don't know how I explain. Why are you asking? But
it's invasive.
Yes, it's like they are prying into you. So sometimes the way they ask you, it can make you feel bad or.
So does anyone have an experience like that?
Oh yeah.
I think we all do.
Yes.
We all do, honestly.
Especially when you're at work and then you don't know if you should drink because you feel like if you drink, somebody is going to obviously ask you. So sometimes I just jokingly tell them to go back to their RMA books because it's like you went to school, you know that you don't do this during because when they are doing whatever they are doing, I don't think Muslims do have a lot of questions to ask them when they are doing any of their festivals or whatnot. But then it's like they are always asking non-Muslims, I don't mean any religious person, but non-Muslims are always asking you, hey, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? We were all taught in school. We all know, at least the basics, you know that this and this is why Muslims fast. Sometimes you can be sitting down, they'll ask you, hey, today are we fasted? Did you eat? Hey, you people, you are always eating. What did you eat? So it's like, why the questions? So sometimes it can be pretty annoying, but then also it's beautiful if you are explaining your religion to someone. It's like, hey, me too, I know, let me talk. So yeah.
You know, for the first time when you explain to them, it's not annoying.
Yeah, but
the second, it's okay. But you see, the third time, the fourth time, they keep on asking. When you've already explained to them that
it's like an opportunity to educate them, obviously, because it's your religion and you don't expect them to know everything about your religion. Exactly, some people don't even ask the question politely.
Yeah,
that's very judgmental tone.
Yeah,
hey, Amelia, Now, yeah, it can be quite annoying. So sometimes I don't eat at all. Like I'm not fasting, but I can't eat because I don't want to keep answering questions about why I'm taking water at this time or why I'm eating and my colleagues are not and what's not. Sometimes even Muslims, I don't know if they forget. You be eating and someone will raise an eyebrow.
Sometimes.
Please, bro. Not today.
So yeah, Muslim, I'll not even mind you.
Yeah, like there is no any
why?
please.
Oh, some of them really forget to get. Yeah.
And
So there is one time.
The men or the ladies?
Oh, the men.
Okay, the
Even
men
the
is-
ladies, some people do ask you,
Like
hey,
why?
yeah, why are you not fasting today? Or,
And
sometimes
they
you
know
see
say,
that
some of the ladies too,
don't
they
fast.
don't fast
Because
yes.
sometimes maybe
And-
they've seen
and-
you constantly, more than 7 days, you are not. You are
and we have
still
people
eating.
too with the perception that everybody has ulcer. So if they see not fasting,
Also
they are using
ulcer.
that ulcer excuse to back up your reason for not fasting.
Yesterday, a sister woman was telling me that she was having a conversation with someone saying that, oh, women during this period, we are in the 15 getting to close to Eid. So she was telling someone that women during this period don't fast. And I'm like, why don't we fast? And she's like, oh, we want to gain weight for Eid because when we were, I'm like, no.
Says 15 days is for fasting. And the last 15 days is for regaining.
So I was like, no, that's not what happens. And she said, oh, Mama, the muke budurema muyi, because I was like because then I have never, that was my first time. So I was like surprised because that was my first. I have never heard anybody saying that they don't fast because maybe me, what I do is I'll drink more ice kinky because I heard that, when you drink ice kinky, it will let you gain weight. So I'll drink more of that to gain weight. But then not fasting at all. That was both. Not fasting at all. That's when I was like, hey, so this actually happens. So,
I don't know. I don't think I've met anyone. I've also heard, but I don't think I've met anyone that actually does that. So it's probably just hearsay.
Oh,
No, I
No,
don't
actually
know.
do.
Oh my
She-
God.
she's
do.
talking from
she
did
did when
it.
she was younger.
And I think people should understand that it is not supposed to be like that.
Yes.
That is not what
If you
Islam
understand
teaches.
the
You understand?
purpose of Ramadan,
Because some people
right.
think that it is actually normal. The fact that someone older has done it does not mean that it is normal. It is not supposed to be like that. You are supposed to fast all the 30 days or 29 days, except when you are on your period.
It has become a norm actually.
To me, like this, if like I miss out on during fasting period, paying back is really tough. So I wonder how they're able to miss intentionally and like they are willing
you
to
think
pay
they pay
later.
back?
I know, right?
yes, exactly. Because if you understand the concept of
Yeah.
Ramadan, then you know that missing intentionally itself
It's
It's a sin.
exactly is haram. So you wouldn't even miss in the first place.
I
Not
think
to talk of
basically, if
replacing-
anybody knows the purpose of why they are doing what they are doing, then you don't have to
You have to have that kind of mindset. That
Okay, and also there was one time I was preparing for iftar before I leave the office. Because mostly when I leave the office, I leave around 5, getting to 5:30. So I was blending, or I was smashing my cake, and one guy came. He was like, I not fasting. Why are you closer to food? Why you touch? I'm like, oh damn, bro, calm down. And some of these things are annoying, like very annoying. I was like, no, what's your problem? Me, I didn't even mind him because like he was pissing me off. And later he came back, he was like, oh, where is mine? I was like, shit. Feel me so correct. Some of these things are so annoying. The fact that you are fasting doesn't mean you shouldn't come closer to food.
People fast and
But
cook.
like we said earlier, I think this is an opportunity to educate someone like that.
No,
Because
it
you
doesn't
can't
get
possibly
annoying
be
when you
thinking that
explain when you
Sometimes
explain
it's
the
deliberate
person
because it
once.
doesn't make any sense
Yes,
why you
I
come and
even
ask me
close.
why I'm closer to food. Like
with that,
exactly. How will you be thinking that the whole family, all the girls in the family, they don't go near food? So during iftar, how will food magically appear on the table? Like obviously,
maybe
you
we
have to.
control the food from heaven.
It's just about your niyyah, like what's in your heart. You know you are fasting. The food that is near, or someone eating near you, you won't even be thinking
I
about
don't
it.
see anything.
Sometimes they even apologize, and I'm like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
I know, like I woke
and
up
someone
knowing
come
that
and
I'm
show you a
fasting.
video. Calm down. Oh,
Yo, how which people are you guys around yourself?
you educate them, but then they are like they are refusing to learn. supposed to come and show you a video. I come down. Who the hell?
That's so
sorry.
childish. I think
We have commented.
I can be on my table quiet and someone will appear. I come down.
If you get this leave,
or they'll be eating, while
If you get
in
the
school.
sweets.
That's when
They'll
they
be
keep on
eating and
eating,
they'll
wasn't
bring
it?
it to you. Like,
That's when they invite you to their food. Someone who has never invited you to his or her food
Because
will
you are
invite
fasting.
you. Yes, just because you are fasted.
they think that's tempting.
Yeah.
Like, what I've left at home in the fridge. You know, during Ramadan, that's the time we restock.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have
The
variety,
excess
yes.
fish can be
Like,
eaten.
what I've left at home in the fridge, like, this is nothing. I know
I
I'm
don't see
fasting.
why they think Ramadan is difficult for us at this stage of our life.
Right.
Because we started at a younger
Yeah,
age.
someone can also ask you, hey, what are you?
Because like I know some
I
sets of
appreciate
Christians
people
when
like
they are
that.
fasting, they do take water and fruits intermittently. But like when they see like Muslims, hey, Ipo, so you don't drink water.
Not
Are you
even
sure you don't drink
water.
Some of them will
water?
tell you that
Who
you
did
eat
we
at
adorn?
dawn and you claim you are
Yeah.
fasting.
There's
So
a
you
conversation.
You just skip lunch.
Ipo wake up,
That's what
I
they
don't
call
eat
it.
your tuwo, your
There's a
bamboo.
conversation.
And you come and tell us that like Ipo are okay. But like in the evening, people eat again. We
That's
don't
the
eat.
same
That's
people,
like
if they should
Yes,
wake
that's
up at
it.
dawn
Just
to
leave
do,
us alone.
They'll
they are not
That's
even
all.
able to even hold up to 12 for 1.
You know,
Same
like
people
around this
complaining.
time, I heard some of the Christians are doing Lent.
Yeah.
So they're also fasting. So there's been a conversation on Twitter that, oh, Muslims cry, we eat at dawn and then we also eat at, and then it's like just a few hours.
lunch.
So it's like
Skipping lunch.
we only skip lunch. And then I see the Muslims on Twitter trying to like, educate them. And then I'm like, because even if you drink, I know some people, there's this TikToker, he's like, you see some people, they cannot even eat. When I eat heavy, like people say they eat fufu at dawn. When you eat fufu at dawn, I feel like when you eat heavy, you'd rather be hungry.
Yeah.
But then, so that's why when I see people on TikTok trying to like do, sometimes it's cute, it's fun and all, but sometimes I raise eyebrows and I'm like, can you stop doing this? Because it's looking like we are feeding into the narrative of, oh, we eat a lot. I'm talking about those people who make the funny videos and be like, oh, this is what I'm eating. Like they put a lot of food there.
Mhm.
Like literally, when you break your fast and you eat dates or you drink just water, you are
can't
hungry.
eat.
Sometimes you
Like,
don't
you
even
can't
eat
even
at
eat.
all.
Yeah.
So it's like when I see these videos, then I feel like we are feeding into the narrative of, oh, we just skip lunch. But Ramadan actually is not even about the
Starving
food.
yourself.
It's nowhere close to the food aspect. The food aspect is just like making you, because if you are not eating, if you are not full, you'll not be thinking about the other things that you normally do, because Kai is satisfied. So I mean, there's nothing, but it's just grounds you to be focused in your deen, because there is nothing else that will disturb you. So Ramadan is more about the peace and then inner satisfaction and whatever you are doing as a Muslim. It's just like a full month that will bring you closer to your Lord. So I don't know how we are going to explain to people that it's not just about the food and the starvation. I don't even see it as starvation, but anyway, it's not just about the food, but it's about your deen and how, yes, we do congregation prayer, but Ramadan actually is about you and the relationship between you and your God. So then when whatever we do on social media or whatever you see on social media or whatever you see us doing outside doesn't really define what is actually going on in our lives. So I think it's more education on what Ramadan actually means rather than what everybody else thinks that, oh, we get up and eat and that's it. It's really not that.
I think that's interesting. Okay, speaking of that, what do you think is one pressure society puts on girls during Ramadan? Girls who are on their period. What's one pressure society puts on them?
I think it would be them having to hide or find some sort of like coverage to like eat, because they feel like they can't eat in the midst of people. So like I think
Just like Alia said, you stay the whole day, not
Not
fasting,
eating.
but you can't even drink food. I remember when I was working, sometimes I used to go to the kitchen, quick, and I'll just drink my water and I'll come out. I was always on the watch out because I didn't want people coming to see me eating or drinking and having to ask the same question I had explained to them. I mean, when you ask me the first, I explained the second, I explained the third. I don't mind you.
So last week, when I was in last week, like I had to skip Ramadan. I was in class and I leave home at dawn because obviously Kaswa is a journey. So I'll get to class early. So I didn't eat if I was leaving. And there's a lady in our class that sells Nkushani Moko. She sits behind me. Oh my god. I also wanted to buy them but like the thought of having to explain to another person that I'm not fasting because of blah blah blah. But she knew because my friend I come to school with also knew and she said it and she heard it. So she was trying to convince me. She was like, Asa, talk. She actually gave me one. And she was like, the guard. So that Obi Bisamia. I was hiding. Like,
so
I was hiding.
It becomes sort of like a stigma around women during
but
periods.
It shouldn't be that way. I think we have to educate people more. Periods in our society has been stigmatized for a very long time. So it's very difficult for us to open up and speak about periods. And we always have coded names for periods. Like in secondary school, we used to call it adole. Just so that the boys wouldn't know what you are talking about. But I think it's high time we start talking more about it.
You're not also supposed to like eat our opening plate.
No, but we already know
that.
that, and we don't eat in public
when like going to eat in public or something. You're
even
in class
at home,
and you're hungry,
even at home, you don't just serve.
Have to drink
I don't
water.
know. In front of your your
you
neighbors or like if you're living in
Excuse
someone's
me.
house, you don't sit.
Yeah,
Some
because
people
I
do that.
saw a video on TikTok where a lady was like, and you guys don't want us to eat, and then she went to the restaurant. You saw that video, and I was like, no, it's not about you are allowed to eat, but then the prophet also said that it's like in a society we are all fasting. So if you don't have to openly come and stand there, I'm drinking water, I'm drinking. You can go to the kitchen, drink your water. It's absolutely fine. Nobody is going to question you. But then you come in openly. That's why you cry if you go there. That's why people will ask you why you drinking water. Because
if
you know that you are not.
fasting.
So it's okay, like you said, you were in class, you were hungry. It's okay for you to drink, but you're not going to stand in front of the class and be drinking water and be walking and be drinking water just for everybody to know that you are not fasting. It's not cool like that.
So we are moving to our next question. What was your first experience having your period during Ramadan like?
The way I have no memory.
I have absolutely no memory. I'll answer this.
I have. Okay, that was actually my first time seeing. I didn't even know what was period about. So like, I think I was sent. So like, I was wearing a white top. So like, someone even from said maybe like, and I was like, what? And she was like, so me, I didn't know. I came
during
home.
Ramadan.
Yeah, during Ramadan. So I came home. My mom was like, hey, Kinsa, you're the king to the chicken. That means like today I'm out. And that day to the fasting chalet in Abuja. So when she told me that, since like now I was like, I eat chalet jumbo straight. I went to get something. That was my first time. Like, bro, I was like, thank God. But like one annoying thing is like you would fast and when it gets like 5 and then chalet that day too, it came around 5:30, bro. I kept fasting from dawn. Only to come back at like the thing should come at 5 days. I was like, bro, Charlie. But anyways, I still ate because I was
Charlie, you were hungry. I think mine happened when we were in secondary school.
In Ramadan.
Yeah, in Ramadan. You know, mostly the Christians go for their dining before we go for ours. So when they went, I was like, oh, let me go and bath. I mostly bath after iftar, after we go for our food. I was like, today let me bath before. And that day the fasting showed me shit. It showed me shit. I went to bath. I saw blood.
Visitors.
See, I stood in the bathhouse and I was crying. I stood in the bathhouse and I was crying. Because it was like some minutes to
almost like for you to break.
See, I stood in the bathhouse. I remember some people asking me what was happening. I was like, Charlie, in my head, even if I explain, you won't understand.
But at least now, like you have the knowledge and you know that you still get blessings for that hours of fasting, even though like you replace that day.
I think the pain comes from you thinking that okay, I have to repay.
It should have come earlier.
repaying.
I think repaying is the worst.
Yes.
When everyone is eating it, you have to now pay your fans
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, Charlie.
Double the gift.
And you know, there is this kind of narrative or something that when you miss out on the first days of Ramadan, you are definitely going to miss out on the
On
last
Eid.
days.
Oh, obviously the last.
Me, the
days.
Eid
But
is
hasn't
what
it
pays
Okay,
me
with
more.
me this
See, the
year.
Eid doesn't pay me. It's the last days because of
Okay,
the
with me this
because
year.
last
Right,
year
it's
I
true.
planned to go for all the 10 days and I missed 5.
Okay.
Sorry.
With this
We are hoping
Ramadan,
we are
I
able
didn't fast for the first 5 days, so it's like obviously or maybe I would miss it or the last.
But
10
hasn't
days.
it happened to any of you before? Have
It
you to
has,
miss
yeah.
beginning
It
and
has.
end?
No, I've
This
not
year-
experienced it before.
I missed the beginning.
And you might miss the
And
end.
I
I
only hope
me
I
first
don't.
day. Me,
Oh
the
my God.
last
Yours,
10
your
days is
probability
very,
is
very
very
painful
big.
because, like, you know, the
Like,
last
that's
10
the
days,
the
The
best
powerful
last.
night, the
different.
powerful nights, yeah.
That's always like no one wants that.
Yeah.
That last
No,
thing.
if it
But do
comes
you
on
feel
you,
happy,
I'm fine.
sad, or normal when your period comes in Ramadan?
Sad.
Sad, me just sad because
It depends.
the
If
paying back
it's the
is
first
difficult for
20
me.
days, you're okay because, like, it's not really.
You know it has to come,
Yeah.
so it has come.
Nature.
But
the
missing
last
the
10
last 10
days
days is
The last 10
To
days
me,
is my problem.
it's kind of
I'll
like-
prefer it to come like
I'll
the
say-
first.
How should I
The
put
middle.
this? It's like
the middle part of
Middle part
Ramadan.
to it, yes.
Mhm.
right? Because before Ramadan, you have this plan, you know,
Yeah.
of
You're going to eat.
like
Your
man.
your faith.
You are coming to read so and so pages of Quran each day, and you have this in your mind, though. But the period will just hit, and somehow, some way, I don't know how
But
it's
then
happening,
the
but
period
it's like the
shouldn't be a-
iman will just.
Go
barrier to
down. Yeah.
I know.
That's-
I know. I don't know if it has happened to any
It
of
does.
you before.
It does.
Sometimes I feel like we have to make calculated efforts of actually writing things we want to do during this period in Ramadan. Because me, I struggle with this a lot. Like I have it in mind that my zikr, I have to say more zikr, like
Mhm.
istighfar, salawat, all these things. But
Sometimes
it comes
you end
and
up
you don't even realize how the eyes.
Yeah.
Today is
So
the day.
surprised today is
Today is
18.
18.
And the
So-
struggle of, like, after your period,
Regaining
the struggle
back
of
that
regaining
charge.
that.
Yeah.
See, this I had to lock in. I was like, God, yeah. We had plans. There is nothing.
Yeah.
The prayers must be answered.
So when did you guys personally understand that fasting, not fasting is not a punishment from Allah, but rather like His mercy? Because and some people would be like, Islam stigmatizes girls that are in their period not to pray, not to fast, and they see prayers and fasting as a holy something.
Right.
So it's like you're not even allowed to practice all these holy stuff. So like when did
And
you
you are dirty.
yeah, you are dirty, that kind of thing. So when did you understand that not fasting is actually mercy from Allah and not punishment?
It took me a while.
Mhm.
I don't know about me. It took me a while to understand that obviously, like being in your period is not something that it's easy. Everyone has it differently with the
Right.
feeling
We have God's
nauseous,
favorites and
constant
serious,
tiredness, and all that.
Mhm.
So this is just His rahmah, like telling you to pause, like
Take
during
relax.
these days, just eat, just being grateful for food. There's an hadith that says one that is graceful whilst eating gets a similar blessing to one that is patient whilst fasting. So just wake up and it's a thing about your heart and mind. Be grateful about these days and you are getting blessings. Just add your zikr and some more.
It's not even only fasting during Ramadan that gives us blessings.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the name? Charity, giving out charity.
Yes.
Yeah, all these things. Zikr, as you said, it's
Reading the
or the
Quran.
reading the Quran. You can read the Quran off head.
Mhm.
Yeah, listening
On
to
your
all
phone.
these
Now
Yeah,
we
things,
even
yeah,
have
yeah.
apps that you can
Yeah.
just read the Quran on your phone.
It all comes down to what's the name? Getting blessings during
So
Ramadan.
when we understood that Ramadan is beyond just eating and drinking, I think when I grew up to understand that was when I started seeing it as like
And
a
there's
big
mercy.
rahma, not a punishment or some kind of pause in my practice.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's two things. The first is like when you grow up, you see, we go to Makaranta and then we are being taught a lot of things. But then I don't think we understand it as much as when you grow up and you're trying to learn about your religion by yourself. You understand things a little differently. So I think that's the first part. And the second part is biology. Imagine that you are menstruated and there are some people that go through a lot. Like she said, your stomach, your abdomen is hurting. Some people vomit. Some people, their head aches them. And imagine you are going through that and still fasting. Like, so yeah, I think like she said, it's Allah's way of telling you to pause and regain that strength.
So what's one thing you wish people understood about girls experiencing their period in Ramadan?
Give us a break. The questions are so much.
Understanding just the whole concept of it's being
Ramadan. And just like Farida said previously, they should just go back to their Arabic.
Yeah, I think people should
read more.
Like read or educate yourself.
So we were taught in school, if not because I went to an Islamic school in JHS and I learned IRS. Still, I have knowledge of basic things Christians do. Because it's like, it's imprinted in you. Whether you like it or not, you are going to learn CRS.
Yeah.
So, and then you are also going to learn a little bit about Islam and what they do. The basic things are there. So I don't know why you don't listen when it gets to that part. Or you listen, you know it, but you refuse to understand.
They just want more elaboration.
And I'm saying some of them also refuse to learn. You will tell them, but they are still insisting.
Yeah, and this is not about anyone that like genuinely has no knowledge about it too.
They do.
Yeah.
This is about like people that purposely, like it's like
they
want to embarrass you or something.
Hey, like one guy, I think when I explained to him, the next time he was going to ask, he was like, "Hey, sorry."
Someone like this, you are.
There are some people who genuinely don't know, but there are some people.
They know, but
it's like they want to go back and forth with you.
And I appreciate the people that like quickly answer the question before even opinion. Non-Muslims that when someone asks, "Hey, now Maria," and then they are the person like would like fast defend.
So you just say it's nature among us.
No, this is not nature. Some people are
just someone come and show you video.
No, and there's this thing they do Farida, every Ramadan. They'll deliberately post pictures of
food.
Pork.
Yes,
and tag Muslims. I don't know what they think. If they think if you see pork,
it has caused your fast.
Someone actually
schooled so hilarious.
You've
never seen it before.
They start when you look at
your fasting is ruined.
They said when you go close to food, cry.
That makes
then don't. Oh, I like what the Muslims are doing on X because it can be annoying. Then they'll be tagging you. They'll be saying.
I don't know why they have this notion that Islam is so strict. Like Islam is not that strict. How can you say when you just go close to food, you're fasting?
Why are you thinking about food? Why are you talking about food? Why?
I was talking to my colleagues at work and I was like, this day today I'm craving for consumption with some coconut. Like, hey. I will say, you are fasting.
We'll say.
That means...
oh no, so meaning if I'm fasting, I need to get food. Okay, I'm talking about it because like if I get in there, I'll eat.
While fasting.
No, the craving is not the problem. Okay, craving and actually wanting it is the problem. But say you want, obviously, if you are about to have iftar,
you decide on what you want
to eat for supper.
So if that's what she wants to prepare at home.
Was it during iftar?
No.
Iftar.
No, she's preparing.
No, she's thinking of what
but
to
even
prepare
if it's
for
not iftar
right?
time and you are craving for something, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think you can control craving.
It's not like
something.
she wants to eat it.
She craving, but she's saying I'm craving.
No, it's good that you're even asking for educational purpose, because someone might think, why is she thinking or craving for food?
And the main thought of it means I want to eat it.
If you are planning on preparing something that day, you are thinking about the food. You're thinking about what you're going to prepare at the end of that day.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to wake up.
She's supposed to.
Am I supposed to say?
Yeah.
I want you to say it like that.
I'm craving for this while fasting. That's the question.
Not exactly.
Nothing.
Really? If you are craving to want to eat it, that's the problem, right? Anna.
Debatable topic.
No, I think she's saying that maybe
Debatable topic.
she wants to eat kontomire for iftar.
Yes.
And she's
Yeah.
like, oh,
And she
today I
said
feel
it.
like eating
Mhm.
That's
Was
the
that your
highest
thought?
problem.
Yes, that was my thought. Because that was my
That was
thought.
not your thought.
Oh,
What
that
was
was
your
my
thought?
thought.
What do you think the thought was?
She wanted to eat it that same
not
minute.
wanting to eat it that same minute, but at least it wasn't for iftar. You just said you are craving in
Oh,
general.
it was for
Random.
iftar.
Hey.
Who knows what I was doing iftar?
It's true.
Who them are so impressed, man.
It's true.
If a lady or a woman breaks her fast right after iftar and sees her menses, is a fasting considered as valid since fasting goes hand with prayers? Or
That's
they are
fasting,
closely, they are kind of closely related, right? Because you can't fast without prayers.
Yeah, but I think that the moment
I didn't understand your question. You said if you see your period during
Right
After.
Right after iftar.
iftar.
but you prayed one, you
yeah,
prayed
so
3,
no, so.
you prayed was in
You
Fajr.
wouldn't be able to pray for how do you call it?
Maghrib.
Maghrib and Isha.
No, but
I
iftar
don't think
is
so.
right before Maghrib.
Maghrib.
And
So
your
I
period,
think
Some people
it's-
break before praying Maghrib.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are supposed to
Yeah.
break
Yeah.
it before you pray
That's what
Maghrib.
I'm saying. It's thinking gun like menses thinking.
It's valid.
I think it's valid.
It's definitely valid.
your prayer
So long
seizes
as
the
King
moment
comments
you
is
see the period, right? It seizes the moment you see
Yeah.
the period. So if it did not, your first 5, your Fajr, Asr, and all is valid, but your
Maghrib
when the
and
period
Isha.
comes, that's when it ceases. So that's when the prayer ceases.
Even with that, can break fasting chill. Can break normal time and like
Go
break.
away,
6:15.
Shake it maybe he should get yalo
Like
like you
yalo,
break Maghrib.
Then you see.
Shake
Then you
it
see your
So what
menses.
time?
So
do they
like,
come?
what time do you
Yeah,
want?
no,
Is
but
that
it's
the
right
time?
after
You
you
don't
eat
know.
it.
before. What's the name?
Before Maghrib.
Yes, you break your
but
fast
at
before
least
you
so
pray
long as
Maghrib.
you break before you pray and you've eaten.
Okay,
Like,
now
the
let's take
fasting
it
has
like
ended.
let's
The
take
thing
it
is,
like
I saw this on TikTok. People were arguing about it. Some are saying, say, till the day you Becky like Maghrib the Isha,
Isha,
but then your fasting isn't
No.
considered as
Oh.
valid.
But did they
No.
back it with
No.
any
Yeah,
solid
what's the-
hadith
or
or
something?
No,
don't
Saturday,
na
Monday.
tu normal days ana
Questions.
check on izon kika break fasting kishe maybe yanzu ka shiga daki yalo na shi kika then it is still valid. Don't kintun
Yeah,
carry
even Najiwema, even if like period in Kiazo, but you didn't know.
but you
Yeah,
get
My
see,
people
that's why I
sure
think
who are
we saw it.
sharwa.
it's still valid.
It's
Do you know,
valid.
before you even start it, like when you are done with the period or so, before you start a
Start.
fast, you've eaten without bathing.
Yeah.
You come back after
After
the
eating,
time has
yeah.
passed, right?
Yes,
Sahur
yeah.
time has
Yeah.
passed.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
So if
that
you
one.
come back after Sahur time has passed, why isn't your fasting valid?
Valid when you
When
don't
Yeah.
iftar has
Yeah,
already
yeah,
passed,
it's already
it's
passed.
valid.
Oh, okay, the controversies not gonna chill. Let me share with you people.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
That's
I'm
a
making
valid
a chin
question.
I just discovered a Muslim
Period.
menstrual period
I
app.
also
Is it
did.
Aida? What's it?
What's the name?
Aida. Sitting.
Yeah, Aida. AYDA.
Yeah, I discovered it this
Yeah.
Ramadan.
I think
and
I
you
never
should go and
tracked my
download.
period though.
Me too.
Even on
I
Because
know.
of this app, I downloaded it to track my period. So you guys should.
You
go
and if you use
download
Flow,
it.
What does it
you can
do?
upload your data from
Flow
Flow to the
app
app
as
so
well.
that
I
you
am part
just
of those people that just see it and
Me
see.
too.
Me
No,
because of this
it's-
app.
it's
Anytime
okay.
I see it, I see it.
I
I
used to be
don't
But
try.
you
tracking,
need
but
to
like now I
know.
don't track.
you need to know for your own like for medical.
The reason why this
Don't
app
know.
What's the benefits
Even
of the
on
Aida?
iPhone,
The Aida
Yeah,
app
app
is
is just
Islamic, so it gives you like it tracks your fasting as well, and then it gives you, let's say, if you're on menses and then you don't know what to do like Islamically and stuff, it also helps you maybe do all those things.
I think I had a question as well. That we talked about how uncomfortable it was having to explain yourself, like something so personal, that you're in your menses and someone is asking you why are you eating. You feel like it's personal. You don't constantly have to tell everyone that. That awkwardness, do you think it comes from religion perspective or it's a society thing?
Religion or
It's on
culture.
society.
I think it's
I think it's
society
society,
and
but a bit
culture.
also from religion.
Religion.
Because
How
makaranta,
Yeah.
so they were makaranta mukaji. This period talks, but I got into details.
The kind of religion is very
But
broad. The kind of
Because
society
Islam
we live
teaches
in
us,
is
Islam talks
Okay,
about
you
it.
get.
So it is the person that has
It's,
to.
yeah, in
Yeah, so it is
it lies on
cultural
our
or-
malams to
Yeah,
Society and
you
culture.
don't have these female malams like that. So it's
Yeah, most
obviously the
malams.
guys to be shy to talk about it. Like
But why
need
should
more
it be
malamas.
so? Why do you think it's so? Like, why are they shy to talk about it? Because they don't have first-hand experience, or like
it's not like they don't
It's
have
like
I think
now
they feel like
communities,
a female
they
sound.
can't approach
about-
like
as a
mention-
teacher,
Like talking
you
about.
need to acquire knowledge about what
You
are
can
going to
acquire
teach.
knowledge, but how he will now tell
How he
his
puts it to
students
the
about
students,
it.
like,
I feel
How to
like
express
because
himself
there's
to
out there's
students.
the
Me,
kind
my
of
mom
societies we live
did a
in, the
perfect
Zongo
job at
especially.
Yeah, that's
It's
your
like
malam.
it is
The
very
fact that
hard
you
for
did
us
that
to talk
doesn't
about these menstrual things, sex and everything. So maybe when they are talking, it's very difficult. Maybe they also grew up like that. Their parents don't
teach
discuss those things with them.
Remember
so
when
maybe
we
it's
were
very
they
hard.
kind of
I
see it as
hear you,
sensitive
like, it
issue.
shouldn't be
Like
so.
it's sensitive.
That's what we are trying to say. Like that's what we need the education for.
remember
So-
when we went to the place to
Orphanage.
the
Yeah,
orphanage to go
period
and do
care.
the
Donation.
donation,
Mhm.
and then there was a girl like very
Your friend.
yeah, my friend. She when we were trying to have a conversation about the period, and then they were asked to come and show us what they do, how they fix
How
their
they
parts,
feel.
and it was like they were all drawing back.
Yeah,
So
They're all
that
shy.
makes us
They're shy.
yes.
They're all shy.
Even though their teacher there was like, oh, come forward. So sometimes it's
I think
not
the guys also added to their shyness. 'cause
right.
You see what
Yeah,
they're
I was
doing.
even
yeah,
pissed at one of
yeah,
the
yeah,
boys
yeah.
there
What they were
because
doing.
they were. So if you're in a class, a mixed
They feel
class
they are
like
not
that,
part,
it makes
yeah.
you yeah. So sometimes we are part. Sometimes Charlie, it's everybody. All of us we should
I
like
think the mindset has to change.
yes.
So like now the kids that are growing up, they should educate them more about those kind of things because some of us growing up,
We didn't get
Yeah.
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 So
I'm sure everybody's first period just came and then they were like, what's this? What am I going to do?
yeah.
I
But with
didn't
this,
Even
I
like
knew
our
what-
parents didn't
because
even
mine
tell
is
us
so
about
early,
it.
so I
Yeah,
really
exactly.
had
I don't know if it's
knowledge
only
about
me,
it.
but I don't know
I
if your
went to
parents
teachers.
talked to you about it.
Oh, me, my mother, she did. She was like, hey,
Yeah.
yeah. Not be picking our clothes, then let me jibo.
Okay, me like this. Me like this. My mom didn't told me.
No, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. English is not our first language.
I was like, oh, make it came for the one.
Me, I knew what period was when mine came because I had seen my mates and I was the only person
Yeah.
who was
Last. Oh,
God. I think we completed JHS. I was in
Hey.
SHS Form 1 when I saw
Mine,
mine.
mine came the first time in JHS and never came again. By then, everyone around me had gotten it, and I was in a boarding house in JHS. So like,
We knew
our
what
house
to do.
mistress taught us this thing, like they spoke to us
For
about
me,
this.
I had an idea.
And I
of it.
saw how my friends were handling it firsthand.
Yeah.
So I knew how I was going to go about it. I was so ready.
You just wanted to experience
Yeah,
it, come in to have the feel.
Me, I didn't know about it.
It's like you are eager because I also have an elder sister. She started early, so I didn't know anything about like your period and maybe when you are menstruating, you don't have to pray and all that. So when it's time for prayers and then she's sitting down, then I'll go and report her. I'll go and tell my mom that she hasn't prayed. And my mom will tell me that okay, I'll do it. But she won't tell me that
That's the reason.
It's very difficult to like openly, sometimes even at work or like you're with your colleagues, and then when you mention people say Kima, like so it's like it's beautiful to see, and then kudos to you.
Okay, we've had an interesting conversation so far. I think Howard has a question also, right?
Yeah, so mine is what's your take on people that take pills to like stop their period for some time? Maybe they want to perform Umrah, or maybe some people to during
the
the
last
Ramadan,
10
they
days.
don't
The
maybe
last
the last
10
10 days they are expecting their period and they take pills to kind of pause it. What's your take on it? Do you think it's haram? It's makruh or
I
what?
think I need one for the last 10 days.
I don't think it's haram because I've not really seen any malam or someone preaching against it. Yeah.
Is it that
Or
they're not aware
maybe-
people through tickets?
Yes.
I'm not
Is
sure.
that what?
I
They're
think
not
it has
allowed
to
to
do
book
with
tickets
your intention.
For them to talk
Yeah.
about it.
And
So far, it's not a bad intention. I don't think.
Yeah,
But
if your
if
intentions are
maybe
good.
it's not
We can
advisable.
leave it for
It could
like
be.
audience to who know
Yeah,
about it.
tell
Tell
us.
us in the comments section.
Is there a
about
side
it.
effect or
Yeah, doctor.
doctor in the house?
it will definitely affects your hormones because I don't know if it's a contraceptive. That's what I was asking. I don't know. But it will definitely affect your hormones and it will affect your cycle. It will change your cycle. And that's just like a short-term thing. But if you constantly do, I don't think this is something that anyone will do constantly. Yeah, but it's just going to have a short effect on you.
Okay, now on to our last question.
I need one. No, you should plug me.
So let's talk a little about the ritual bath. I think a lot of people, everyone has different ways. So for me, I was taught to you wash your private parts, then you perform ablution. But instead of 3 times on each part, 1 time. And then you exempt your feet.
Yeah.
When you're done, you divide yourself into 2. It's either the right, left, or top, down. But mostly I do it right and left. When you are done, and when you are washing the parts right and left, you have to wash it well. Yeah. And then when you are done, you pour water in your hair. You wash your hair well.
But we caution because
let her finish.
Your palm doesn't have to touch your.
Relax, madam. Continue.
Your private parts.
Okay.
Relax.
She will come
Relax, ma. So when you wash your hair, you wash it. If you cover your shishiga, and even I'm sorry, but after you are done washing your hair, then you pour the water all over your body. Wash. Then you now come and wash your feet. And about the private parts, now you can't cover it, but if you are there, you can perform a yeah. I mean, definitely touch you. So
when you do the washing, you can wash your hand with soap. And when you wash your hand with soap, you wash your hand with soap before the ablution. That makes it okay.
Wow.
Kamaruan. Ka wash hand with soap before kai one.
Oh really? Yeah, before you start.
Really? Then maybe that's what will make it not okay to you for you to use that machine to pray.
No. Basic soap.
Yes.
Normal.
To use that ablution.
But so
if you want to, I do.
This is not my personal knowledge. I said
It's
wait. Let her explain because I didn't get it. Like you said that. Let's say you are in the washroom and you're about to start. You wash your hand with soap.
After washing your private parts,
really,
you wash your hand with soap before you start the one.
I
don't know. This is actually the first time I'm hearing this.
It's not the general. It's not part of the
I know. But even with that, me mostly I bad.
Maybe this one has to do with hygiene.
Yes,
like normal bad thing. It's not normal bad thing.
That's what I do.
Her point is that her main point is that so like a fire one can that's what I've never heard before.
So that's basic hygiene.
After the camera.
I know.
That's what she meant too. But with the stuff she's saying is what's like strange.
Normal.
Like normal day. Okay, sure.
Yeah, I can one can.
Like the way she said it. Nina de do ya no na.
Inki kai number 2
what
but
I
you want
said.
can make the sabu.
I want nice someone create.
Ona is the bunny.
King
But I want to start keep
ahead.
Hey, you understand?
Yeah, but what if Kika in number 2 kina chicken washroom?
Daki ya lo laga badia.
Oh, one of the obviously you have to wash your hands.
So take it like
Okay.
that.
Okay, if you say so. But like this is my first time hearing this.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know about you.
Yeah.
She's a doctor. You have to understand.
I guess.
Don't put me.
Inshallah, you get there.
Okay, so anyone with a different way to perform the ghusl?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I think you missed the step. It's the
Yeah.
same thing, but the most important thing is you have to have the niyyah.
yeah. Oh,
Okay, okay,
I'm
sorry.
going to talk.
No, and there was
Sorry,
this time
because,
I had there's a
yeah.
whole Nia recitation.
No.
Like
They said
I don't
those
know
ones
what
are
made
just-
in the heart.
When you
No,
just
that's
using
what-
the butter to even feel water, it makes
It's
it
a
mean
niyyah.
an intent. So like that's it.
Intention is
You don't have to
Calm
recite any
down.
long
I'm
thing.
just saying.
Kika was a look at
I'm just saying that this is a thing people actually do,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The whole recitation. Okay.
that.
Me-
No,
What you
I
did?
don't know about
Yeah.
My
that.
friend
I
actually
no, I've
got
heard
some
of
of
it.
that.
I've heard of it.
Like
I don't
she
know
she
anything about
told
it.
me
Yeah,
that
according
it
to
messed up.
recitation.
Then she sent me a screenshot of the recitation. I'm like,
Yeah.
no. So we
I
had a
mean,
back
I was
and forth
taught,
over that.
I was taught, but like when
different
my,
scholars
my
and
I asked and
yeah,
my madam
yeah.
explained to me, and I
Mhm.
threw that away.
But even if you read the intention in English,
Mhm.
it means like
yeah.
That's why they say
Had
the
an
intention comes from the
intention
heart.
to-
yeah.
But the bad thing me, I know after the one ablution, before you divide yourself, you have to
Wash your head.
first.
You didn't
Really?
say that.
No, she
No,
does it.
for her,
after-
she
No, you
does
know you
after.
have different
Mine,
types.
I go with what would I do? Because that's
Yeah.
the same thing I do. After dividing your body,
That's
then
what
For
you
me,
wash your
I
head.
wash my hair first.
First before you
Before you
divide
divide
my
my
body.
Okay, that's
But
what I
you
wanted
do
to
it
say.
after,
I don't do
so it's
any
the
of
same.
these.
For
though.
me,
very controversial topic, and this issue has
don't
always been like
know.
that.
Yes.
This topic has always been like
everyone
that.
has
It's,
it.
it's constantly.
But
no,
if
there's
you
that-
realize everything that everybody else
That
does
is
is the
in
same.
it.
Incorporated
Yeah,
as
it's the same.
yeah.
Just everything is
It's
different.
just
I want to
some
hear what
slight
Aliyah
things
has to
that-
say.
Aliyah said she
How
doesn't
do
do
you
any
think
of
about
that.
So like, back to you.
Okay, so the first thing is, as I was said, your niyyah, your intention, very important. Who that?
Obviously.
Very important. So you make the intention, then for me, I divide myself into two.
For you or for what God has said?
For what God has
What
said.
she has been
Or
practicing.
what-
Okay, what she has been doing.
or
Yeah.
what I was
Or what she
taught.
was taught,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yes. So you divide yourself into two. You take this part from your head.
Are you
From your
left
head.
or right?
You start with your right.
Okay.
Including
From
the
your
head.
Yes, from your head down to the feet. You take this side, the right hand side first, before you go with the left hand side. When you finish, you pour like all the water throughout your body. And when you're done, then you perform your ablution. That's all.
should I should differ?
It's on the cheek.
Wait,
You
no,
should
that
divide
is
from
included
it.
in the division.
Yeah. So you take this part.
There is something about this
And this part.
particular topic. Like it's always
Oh,
controversial.
like,
we have
yeah.
back and forth
Back and
going
forth
with it.
with
But I
So,
don't
like,
know. For me, I've never thought of it as controversial because
I
if
think
you say
there is just
People
different
say
yeah,
ways.
it's the
what
same
I
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like the way she's explaining is the
At the
same.
end of the day,
It's
the
just
water will
the same
touch
thing
every
everywhere.
part
Yes,
of your
yes,
body.
Do you bath in your braids, like your normal natural braids?
Yeah.
Yes.
When
you are doing
as long as
this,
it's
I
having
told
an
you that
extension.
it's
no, when you are doing
No, the water
ghusl,
has to
you
touch
have to
it.
put
Yeah.
water in your
as
body.
long as
no,
you
sometimes
declare
you
included
have
an
to-
You have to
extension.
use it.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I know
No,
this
no,
one.
no,
I
no.
specifically heard a malam say that you
Yeah.
can put, so long as there's
Because
no
my madam
attachment.
told me,
It's
so
on
like,
the chain.
when
You never use go 1 week.
I-
Go
I-
extension
I-
and body. You
attachment
can
in your
do
hair.
your
Esa
hair.
muke ce muna
Bai da
da
ni
scholars
shaking
daban-daban
kwanci
kowa
sannan ki.
malami da abin na yake
I on braid though,
Fadiwa.
but it depends on what I have on my head. Don't like twist kanana.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
I want
touch.
anyway.
yeah, sure.
Koro kanana. What I want
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay, your last advice to girls who are on their period.
Well, I don't think that when we talk about periods, it's something that we should be scared to talk about. It's everyday life. It's normal. The way you would want to handle your period is not the same way I'd handle my period. The pains you go through is not the same pain I go through. So everybody and how they handle their period. But then we should not be scared to have that conversation. And also when we talk about periods during Ramadan, please and please stop asking people why they are eating. Because it gets irritating sometimes. Because you're like, especially, see, sometimes it's not even your fault, yeah. I have gone through the whole day. Everybody's asking me why I'm eating. So when you come and ask me, it's like, why? Like I said, please. Let us read. And please, let's read. You don't have to be Muslim to read about things concerning Muslim. If you have a question, you can easily Google it. You don't have to always like be...
AI.
It can be annoying sometimes, especially when you come, like I'm sitting down, I'm focused, I'm typing, and you come and ask me, oh, Aden, like what Adia said, and then one last thing I forgot, the debate about whether we eat. In fact, it is I don't know the Islamic word for it, but the Prophet insists that even if you don't eat, you have to take in water. That's how, like,
It's so
I don't want to use the word, but that's how
An important of role.
it is for us to eat before we fast. So don't make it seem like, it is a no-brainer that, or it's no big deal that we are eating and then so we are not doing anything. Please, it is ourselves. If you reach your 10, don't eat.
And to
But
add to,
I think there's
to add
actually
to
a
what-
blessing
even
like
with
when you eat.
eating,
yeah,
100%.
taking your sahur, even if it is date or water.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't even see why people are even talking about whether they are skipping lunch or not. Who cares?
How is it
Like,
Who
lakum
cares?
dinukum.
God has
Yeah,
stated
yeah.
the time that
So you, it's
you
your
start at
religion.
this time, you
mine
end
is
at
mine.
this time. So who is now measuring
Who is the
whether
judge?
you like whether you eat
The Nigerian
at dawn or
accent
you
is
eat
in town.
you eat at dawn or and you eat in the evening, that means you are skipping lunch.
Mhm.
It's nothing. Who cares? So long as you are just following what God said, that this is the time that you start, this is the time that you stop,
You stop.
and you are gaining your blessings. And the fasting cry is even doing something good to your body.
Yeah.
And spiritually too, it is building you. That is the most important thing. It has nothing to do with
No, now people are doing intermittent fasting
Fasting
and
and
all
all
that.
that.
It's crazy. I would like for us to take comfort in the hadith I was talking about. You are eating, and just for being grateful for the food, you are getting a similar blessing to someone who is patient and fasting. Like, how beautiful is our religion? Like, just
Very beautiful.
just wake up, be grateful, be intentional, be grateful, and be grateful for having the break. Don't see it as a setback. Yeah, see it as a break, a resting period, and just
And don't forget to do the other things that will give you blessings as well. Like the
So
zakat and the
my own advice would be to the young girl that it's normal. She should see it as a normal thing. You even having your period now means that you are healthy, because there are people that don't experience that. It is normal. It's a biological process, and unless I'm lying. So it's a biological process. So you experiencing it shouldn't be something that you are ashamed of. You hide yourself and all that. No,
absolutely.
you should. And also, one thing I want us to know, this one is for all of us, we girls. We should know that when we are in our period during Ramadan, does not mean we go back to our old ways, then we come back after we are done. No, we shouldn't do that. We should continue how we started. The only thing is that you are not fasting, but you can do your azkar, you can read the Quran off head, or now we have phones. I'll always recommend this app, Quranly. I'll always recommend it.
You can download audios from that.
Download it right now, because it keeps strict, so it makes you read the Quran every day, even after Ramadan.
Okay, for me, my message is simple. Bleeding is not shame. As a girl, you should feel proud, as Hawa said, when you are bleeding. And I think as I think people around should also stop making girls feel insecure.
The men or the
Stop
boys.
stigmatizing.
Educate your
Because
boys.
I think I've heard someone say he doesn't eat food prepared by a lady who is on her period, and I don't think it makes sense.
What a backward way
And
of
do you know
for
the
the girls, if you don't understand something about menstruation, you should ask, because we are all learning.
Yes.
We all have learned something new today. Yeah, so you should just ask someone you trust actually. Yeah, not just anyone. You shouldn't just go and see someone outside and ask. Because even some girls don't know much about menstruation. They just know they are supposed to flow for that particular number of days and
That's it.
So
the ghusl too is important.
Yeah, the ghusl is very important. Because if you don't bath and you pray afterwards, your prayer is invalid.
Yes.
Now let boy a big one.
Yeah.
Please educate the boys. It's very, very important.
And the boys, stop stigmatizing people. When you see someone menstruate, stop doing it's not nice.
And read, please.
Yes, read.
Read.
Enlighten yourself.
Okay, so today's conversation really shows how important it is for us to talk about these experiences openly. So many girls go through this moment quietly, and sometimes they feel like they are the only ones. But conversations like this remind us that we are not alone. So we have to understand and educate ourselves really well. To everyone watching or listening, thank you for being part of this conversation. And we hope you've learned and you've understood something today. Please don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms and on YouTube at Period Not Cares. Also, thank you to my guest for honoring my invitation.
Thank you.
Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I'm Huda Hussein, the founder of Period Not Cares.